morning, Floss Tube, and welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carolee, and this is Floss Tube number 41. So today will be an update video, a cross stitch update video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last update video, and I did a quilty update video last week, so it's been a week since then. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are new, I've gotten quite a few new subscribers lately, so welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you watch a lot and you haven't subscribed, please click that button and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I like to see, just how many people are watching and all of that. So anyway, today I have some finishes finally. I actually have more, well, yeah, I think more finishes than whips, or more finishes than whips I've worked a lot on. So I finished a lot of Christmas stuff lately. I have a full finish and a couple finishes that I haven't fully finished yet. And then I have some whips. Most of them are Thanksgiving whips that I'm going to put away till next year because I have been working on these finishes a lot. And then I have a lot of plans and haul, and I'm going to, at the end, open the first 4 days of my Stitch Co. Advent Calendar. So, and the Steelers play the Falcons at 1 o'clock today, so hopefully this will be a somewhat quick video. And this probably won't be uploaded till tomorrow, Monday, November 5th, unless my uploading works better. So I think we figured out why I had a problem uploading. So both times I've recorded on my iPad, when I go to upload, it takes days. Like it'll get almost done, and then it says, then it goes back to 0 again. So I tried to email YouTube support, and the guy had no idea. So I'm like, okay. I figured it had to be something with my iPad. I mean, I know different times a day YouTube uploads slower, but this was ridiculous. I just wasn't ever going to do it. So I went in, my husband's like, look at your Wi-Fi settings, some settings. So I went and looked at it, and there was a setting he thought might have been the problem. So I clicked that off, and then it did seem to upload much faster. So today will be the second try. I'll have to see without that setting on if it uploads faster. Hopefully it will. So, all right, so let's get started. Well, first let's do a personal update. I have a little bit of news. My school has been able to hire a second grade teacher. She starts tomorrow, and so I will be in the classroom still for this week, most of this week probably, and then next week I probably won't be in very much except for if she needs help or anything. And it's a lady who has experience. She's taught for a long time, so I'm super hopeful that she'll be really successful with this class, because I've gotten very attached to them now, so it's kind of bittersweet. Like I want to go back to my EIP job because I love it, and I'll still get to see them every day. I just won't be in the classroom with them all day long. But I am kind of sad because I feel like these kids just needed some consistency. Last week was the first week finally, like we were kind of getting on track, and everybody was doing what they were mostly supposed to be doing. And our behaviors were much better. So now I'm like feeling a little sad, but I'm sure she's going to do fabulous. So I can't wait to meet her tomorrow, and I just hope the class, adjusts well to her. So anyhow, so that's exciting. Any other news? Not really. That's about it. Okay, so let's get started. So my first my only full finish is my Lori Holt. Hold on. Of course, I buried the pattern. So I stitched this last year, finished it last year, Vintage Christmas Sampler by Lori Holt by Anetsuema. And I never finished it. So I finished it just this year. And I was going to bring up the paint that I painted this with to show you, or to show you what it was, but I forgot. So if you have a question, you can ask. So this is a frame from Hobby Lobby that it's like a real distressed wood. When you buy it, it's back with their frames that have no glass, no backing. It's just the frame. And I was going to leave it like that because I think if you watched me for a while, I've talked about this before, and I had seen on Instagram a finish of this with the dark wood, naturally dark wood frame. This exact one from Hobby Lobby, and she had done a red and white check, so I did a little different check, but and I loved it. But then when I was going to put it in this room here, and that really just didn't match, so I decided to paint it. So I painted it this minty green chalk paint, and then I used, this is from Lori Holt's, just the last collection that was out. I don't think is it Calico? Or is that the one coming out? I don't know. One of her very last, like the last collection she had. Prairie. I think it's from Prairie. Because I just got a fat quarter bundle of that. And this, it's like a pink and red plaid. And I just thought it matched the colors so well. Oh, I'm getting close. And so I had finished it like this, but I didn't have the bow on. And I had it up on my wall here above my floss. And when I sit, like those doors are usually open, and I sit in my stitching chair, and I look right at my room and my floss here. And I just felt like it needed something else. So I decided to put this bow. So I found this ribbon at Hobby Lobby yesterday. And it's like, you can't really see it, but it's a light aqua color and this red. So I really liked how it went. And I figured I could either leave I think I am going to trim these bows to have a V in them maybe. And I could also pull them down if I wanted, like that. I don't know. So I have to decide after I stare at it for a few more days what I think. But these were 2 old buttons in my button jar that I had. So I just put those in the middle. I really love that red center one. Yeah, and so I'm really happy now they put the bow on it and how it turned out. So yay, I finally finished it. Okay, so that's that one. And then I finished the Mrs. Claus Bakery's Stitching with the Housewives roundabouts. But I haven't fully finished it yet because I'm having trouble cutting a circle from the sticky board. So I had ordered those circles from the fat quarter shop, but this is too big for that. So I have a Martha Stewart circle cutter, and I tried that, and I just can't get it to work. I can't hold it so that the sticky board doesn't move underneath it. It keeps moving on me. So I have to figure out a way to cut out the circles really well. So that's my next thing I have to research. So anyway, but I'm going to finish this in a circle finish. And I was looking for those beads that Priscilla finished it on, like the bead ornaments. And I know a lot of people can't find them. I can't find them either. They weren't in any of the places in Hobby Lobby that she said. So apparently a lot of the Hobby Lobbies don't have them. So I'm like, okay, what else could we do? And I know yesterday they were talking on their video, and a lot of people are like, you know, we can't find those. What do we do? So I found at Hobby Lobby a bag of wooden beads, which are pretty easy to find. And you can get these on Amazon too. So this was wooden beads, 75 pieces for $4.99. And of course it was on sale. This is the item number. So I thought I could string it. So I looked at, they had some ornaments, like finished ornaments, where they had beads strung. So I kind of looked at that, and it looks like it's strung with just a thick brown jute. So I tried, I didn't have any of that thick plain brown jute, but I did have some like baker's twine. Really cool. These are all my efforts, my tries in here. I wanted to show you. Okay. Well, first I tried it on yarn, and I will tell you don't do it on yarn, because even though I taped the end of the yarn, it all started splitting. So that was a real pain. So that didn't work. So then I tried on the baker's twine. The only problem with this was, and I did it with, I finally remembered I had these plastic needles, and that worked really well to run the twine through, but it's going to still be kind of floppy. You know, it's not going to like hold the circle shape. So then I'm like, okay, what else can I do? So I thought a pipe cleaner. So I had these Christmas tree pipe cleaners upstairs, so that worked really, really well. But this is just one pipe cleaner, and this is not big enough, I don't think, for this. Yeah, see, it's going to be not quite the right size. It needs to be a little bit bigger. But this would be cute for other things if you want to make it. And you could even, you know, tie a ribbon around here, or this is just the pipe cleaner ends I stuck into there, but you could pull the ends up and just hang it on your tree like that, put something on it. I don't know. But look how stiff it is. So the pipe cleaners seem to work well. So then I went and got from the basement 2 pipe cleaners, and I just took them and like wrapped them together like so, as tight as I could, so that you can get those little beads over top of it like so, and just make it as long as you want it to be. And then I put the beads on it, and that one worked pretty well. So here it is. So I have to measure and see like what size it needs to be. So I figured I can kind of tie it off and stick these ends down in here and get it as close as I can. And then I could also tie the ribbon around here that I'm going to hang it from, you know, so something like this. Depending on what color, you could hang it from that. So that is not as stiff as the green one, but I think it'll be stiff enough once I put the, you know, have this on sticky board like that. So it might need to be a little bit bigger. It probably will be, because I'm going to have 2 layers of sticky board with the outline. So it would have to be a little bit bigger than that, but you could just keep adding, you know, pipe cleaners on, make it as big as you want it to be. Now notice this one is stiffer. So you could do that with this too. You could probably wrap 2 of them together than this one. But I think it'll be okay once I would glue the circle to it. So that's an idea if you still want to do that finish, but you can't find those ornaments. And maybe you can, I mean, maybe a stiff wire would work. So I think if we just experiment, we can find something. These were the group, this is the package of green. I love these for, you know, making wreaths and putting stuff on wreaths. So I always have these around. Also for hanging stuff on my tree, a lot of times I'll make little hangers out of these. But then the other thing I got is I found these at Hobby Lobby too. Just a pack of these cute, these are really cute little ornaments. But once again, I think this is too big for these. But for a smaller finish, these would be super cute. Or have your kids make something. I was looking at ornaments for the class. We're going to take pictures and they're going to decorate an ornament and put it on, not this one. I got a different one that's for a picture. But that's how I saw these. So anyway, those would be cute for something smaller. And then also Chantel at the 141 Design Company, I had gotten her ornament kit, and this was one of the ornaments in there. It's a little thicker. This would fit on that one, just without extra layers. It would just fit on here. So that's an option as well. But I just love these. I got them all now, and I want to stitch them all. They're so cute. Okay, so just some ideas to help you finish. I'm sorry for all the crinkling. I put my dogs down in the basement in my husband's office today, so we wouldn't have any more interruptions with them, because I hate to do that, but I mean, it's so hard to edit that out, obviously. In my last video, there was so much more barking, but, and that's why the edit was weird at the end, because there was just no way to splice it that I didn't cut something out weird. So anyway, okay, so there's that finished, and then this whip is a cute little, I don't know, yeah, this is Dot Goose bag. This is all of the trimmings Mystery Stitch Along from Fat Quarter Shop from last year. So you got one like every 4 weeks. I don't have it. Oh yeah, I did. There's the finished picture of it. And I just wanted to finish this one. I was like, oh my gosh, feel like I've been stitching on this one. Well, not forever, only a year, but it seemed like forever. So I used the Called for Floss, which I ran out of one of the colors. One of the colors is in here. And I did it on 28 count Witchelt blackboard. I just ironed this and I folded it, put it back in here, and it's a mess again. So blackboard. Is it called blackboard? I think so. So there's my finish. So I did change the tops of these trees. So they call for this. So this is a gray and white right here. And then this is the dark gray. They call for the grays in the top of the tree with then the white highlights. So I actually changed, I wanted it to be green, so I changed it to, I was really happy with this change. So they wanted it to be Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof, I believe. The arrow, what's the arrow? Hold on 1 second. Oh. Grab the part I dropped. So they wanted it to be, no, the dark gray, the graphite. So it was gonna be this graphite and white. And I just really didn't like that for the tops of the trees. You know, that's hold on. Drop it. I just didn't love that. So I pulled out, I have a lot of Weeks because I love Weeks, and I'm in the club for Fat Quarter Shop. Weeks Dye Works Cactus. And it's got like a light blue or a light minty green and green in it. It's got a lot of variegation. And then these, we use this green also for the middle part of the tree, which is Weeks Emerald. And then a Hunter is the one I'm out of. We use Weeks Hunter for the bottom part of the tree. And then you have just little white highlights in it. So I really like how that came out. And the rest of it is as called for. So other than I don't love this fabric, I will once it's finished, it's fine. I just don't like how it's see-through. I think this is super cute. And somebody on Instagram last year did this in totally different colors, in bright pinks and greens, and I loved it too, which I think that'd be pretty in here. But anyhow, so that's done. So my plan, I think, to finish it right now is, I remember I have this fall piece that I finished that I love, and this will be a little bit smaller. There will be more black going around the edge, but I think I'm going to put it in here because I don't have the winter one of this done yet. So I thought for Christmas, this would look cute in here. So I can just, the back isn't finished. I'll just have to pop these out and take this out and then put the other one in. I looked for another frame for it and I just can't find anything, and I need something to replace this. So it'll be, you know, this is the size of it. So there's going to be a lot more black going around it. So I'll just have to make sure that I like it. But that's my plan right now. And then you'll see in my plans, I'm going to start the winter one of this. So yeah. Oh, and then I'll talk about later. I did the Jingle Ball yesterday and Friday, and it was so much fun. So I want to say, remind me to talk about that during my plans. Hopefully I'll remember, since you can't remind me. Yeah, so those are all my finishes. That's what I've been working on for the last couple weeks. Now I freed up a bag. I'll have to put one of my plans in there. Throw those over there to put away. I'm so bad. My floss from other projects, like when I'm done with the project, I throw it on this little shelf underneath my floss, and it just sits there forever. And I need to get to putting it away. Okay, let's see what's next. Yep, all right, I got all my finishes. Okay, whips. All right, so I don't have a lot of progress in whips because I was working on those, but I'll just show you what I did. So I had started November calendar crates because I never did it. I have December up now. Oh, I should pull that down to show you. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that. I don't know. I'll do that next one. I'll do previous year's finishes in the next one. But yeah, so I got a teeny tiny start on that. I did it one day and then I didn't work on it anymore. That's my teeny tiny start. So I will work on that for next year, but I'm going to put it away for now. And these are the flosses. These are called for or very similar to called for that I just pulled from my stash. Okay, and then oh yeah, this is the turkey one. I barely got any done on this one because I was working on my Feast of Friendship, trying to finish it, but I did not. So I did start this Thanksgiving Holiday Hoopla by With Thy Needle and Thread. These are the flosses, and they are called for or similar to called for, like always. I rarely have exactly the called for, and I have so much floss, I try to use what I have. But this is on American Chestnut, and this is my little bit of progress. Sorry, it's all wrinkly. Really wrinkly. There we go. There's just little feet down there, and then I was starting on the pumpkin. So yeah, so next year. All right, and then Feast of Friendship, I was getting closer to a finish, but I was gonna have to work on it constantly, and I really wanted to finish these Christmas things. So next year it'll be done though. Feast of Friendship by Blackbird. And this is on, I think it's Cream and Sugar, I think. And these are all the flosses. I just picked my own colors, like I said, once again, that are similar to the front. Some are called for and some are just my own that I picked. And here is my progress. So I worked on, when I first pulled it out this year, I did this part right here, the vine coming up from the pumpkin, and then I finished the bowl, and then I had a little bit of the grapes done. But I finished all the leaves around the grapes, and then was getting into all this fruit. So there's the whole thing. So I still have to finish the border. The house is done. So the bowl of fruit, the border, and then I have to do the words at the bottom. So I should pull this out like, I don't know, Friendship. What's it called again? Feast of Friendship. Maybe on Fridays. Friendship Friday. Pull it out. I was going to do birds on Friday because the Contented Stitcher Kim I can't remember the hashtag she has, but she does something with birds on Friday. But I should, maybe once a month, maybe Blackbird weekend, I should pull this out and work on it. We'll see if I do. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what's next. Oh, okay, so Michelle, I didn't show you last night. Here's my project. So I was doing the stitch along with Nicole Spohr for the old-fashioned style, and I kind of got off schedule. Oh, you know what? I had another finish too, but it's a secret stitching. It's for an exchange I'm in, and so I have been working on it feverishly all week because it needs to be to them by December 15th. So I was, as usual, a little behind, but it's finished now, and I need to fully finish it today and then get it in the mail to my person I'm exchanging with. So anyway, so that I was working on a lot as well as all this Christmas stuff. So I put this aside, but now I'm going to get back to it. So this is my progress, and I was using all the called for DMC except for, well, this is kind of called for. I switched the aqua to the blue, and this was, I talked about this before, but Shannon Christine Design, she had recommended different things, different floss combinations for different colors, and I used the lighter one she recommended, and then the darker one she recommended was a purple, like a real purpley purple. So I changed it to more of a periwinkle blue, a dark periwinkle. So I really like that. And I think this letter I got done since last time I showed it. I'm not sure, but I think so. So yeah, so that's a plan to get back to stitching more regularly now. I do not have the floss on a ring yet. So woo, there's the floss. But like I said, it's called for except for the blues. And the blues are $3.41 and $7.92. So those are the two blues I'm using instead of the aqua. And that's because my kitchen has those blues in it. I always struggle at Christmas in my kitchen because like I want to use all my regular Christmas decorations, but I also kind of want it to really match the blue and white. So anyway, and I did order from Chantel 141 Design Company the display piece that Nicole and her worked on. It's really cute. If you haven't watched Nicole's video, go back and watch it because she shows it all finished on there, and she really got it. It was cute, the way she decorated and finished it. So I do want to work on that. And then I worked a teeny bit on, this is my, oops, sorry, hold on, skip the front. This is, and I mean a very teeny bit. One day I was just like, I have to work on a sampler because I've been working on all holiday stuff. So this is Tickled Pink, a primer, and I started in October by Hands Across the Sea. And this bag I had gotten from Black Cat Stitchery, and it was like some of the proceeds went towards breast cancer. So anyway, that was a really cute bag. And I'm using the Veriswa called for colors, all the called for. It's so relaxing knowing my dogs aren't going to freak out. I'm sitting here looking out the windows on this side because the light behind the video made the light better. And I see squirrels running about and people pulling out of their driveways, and they would be going nuts. So anyway, okay, so this is on 32 count vintage buttercream by Lakeside, and I only remember that because the tag is on there. Yay! And so this is my teeny bit of progress. I think I just did like the D and the E since last time. I don't know. So that I always just keep in my whip basket and just work on it whenever the mood strikes me. And here's a card for Black Cat Stitchery if you're interested. She has a, I'm not sure what the code is for. She has a code, so maybe that takes you there. Do you want that on the back? Tiffany Robic or Robic, I'm not sure how you say that, but really nicely made bag. I keep saying this, but I need to get to making my own bags. I totally can. Just small stuff I just never get to making. Like I have 2 sewing machines here, and I so need to make sewing machine covers for them. And I have patterns, easy ones, and I just never, like I will start a giant quilt before I'll start a small project. I don't know why that is. But let me turn and show you a little bit. I found these sewing machine covers at Hobby Lobby. So if you need a sewing machine cover, I thought they were really cute. They're like teal with like pink and peach and yellow sewing machines on it, and then like little black hearts and flowers and little like sewing person mannequin thing. Okay, I thought they were really cute. Okay. So then last night, I pulled this back out. I hadn't worked on it in ages. But so let's talk a little bit about Jingle Ball. So, so I signed up for the Jingle Ball. It was like $10, and it started Friday night at 6 o'clock. And there were classes. I didn't get into any of the classes because I was kind of late on, well, not late at signing up, but I just didn't keep track of when the classes were coming out. But you could go shopping, and they had exclusive designs for the people who went. And then the designers also sold a bunch of their more popular like Christmas patterns and different patterns. So each designer had a page, so you could go to like a little page and purchase stuff there. And then, excuse me, then they had meet and greets with all the designers at different times. So you could go on the meet and greet, and it was just like a Zoom, and you could ask questions and stuff. And they talked for like an hour for the meet and greet. So that was really nice. I did Kathy Haber of Hands On Design. That's the only one I did of those. And then they had stitching tables. So I'm very shy. So, you know, if you've watched me before, you know I talked about that retreat I went to and how nervous I was. So I thought, you know, I kept not going in on a stitching table. And then I was talking to my friend Michelle on Stitching by the Moon, and we talk a lot on Instagram. We've met through this whole Floss Tube community and Instagram community. So I was like, you know, do you want to meet at a stitching table? Because I had never really seen her. I'd seen one quick picture on Instagram. I really didn't know what she looked like, so I really wanted to meet her, you know. So we're like, yeah. So we tried one room, and then a lot of the people seemed to know each other, and we're talking a lot, and we weren't really sure how to break into the conversation, which is silly, but it was cool because there were some people in there that I follow on Instagram, and I got to see what they look like, so that was cool. So then we tried some other rooms, and it seemed like most of the rooms there was no one in. So we finally ended up stopping in the Stitchers with Dogs, because we both have dogs who make a lot of noise, room, and it was just us two. So we're like, we just stayed there and talked. So it was so much fun. We spent like an hour or more talking and stitching, and it was awesome. So I totally enjoyed it, Michelle. It was awesome getting to actually like meet you, even though not in person, but as close as we can get. It's because we live kind of far away from each other. So that was fun. And just buying, I bought lots of stuff, of course. I will show that. I didn't have time yet to print them all out, so I'll show what I got in my next video. But there were people who, like, they had started and had a lot done or finished stuff that they had bought on Friday night by like Saturday afternoon. It was crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even have time to print it out yet, let alone start stitching it. But there were a lot of cute things. But so I finished I finished my secret project for my secret pal person, and I finished all the trimmings yesterday while I was just watching everything. And so then last night when I was talking to Michelle, I'm like, well, let me pull out a sampler. So I pulled out Ellen Barber, because Chantel, once again, from 141 Design Company, had just finished this. And I was like, oh, I need to get back to that. I love it so much. So here it is. It's by Hands Across the Sea. And I mean, I have a line of samplers from Hands Across the Sea that I have purchased that I want to get started, and haven't yet. And it is in my Stitch Folk bag, which I love. So all I did last night was this border. So I had only had the orange part of the border, so I did all this bluey green. If you can see that underneath the orange stitches, that was real easy to fill in because I just followed the orange. And then this morning I did the Z. I guess that's a Z. The letters in this are really funky. I love them. So yeah, that was what I have been working on. Okay, so that is all my whips. I am using the Victoria Clayton floss for this. So, and the way I keep mine is I keep them in floss away bags, and I keep one with the conversion. So she gives the conversion of her DMC to her floss. And this is silk, and it comes on these little spools. But what I like is then, you know, you pull a piece off and you can keep all the extra in the floss away bag. So that's how I do it. I guess people say that floss you shouldn't put on drops because it can get fuzzy, I've heard. So I just do this. Plus it's a lot quicker just to shove it in this bag, the extras, than to have to retie it back on the floss. So yeah, I love Victoria Clayton. Oh, Her flosses are so beautiful. And I love just buying the whole set. Like, I went on for this and typed in Ellen Barber, Hands Across the Sea, and the whole set comes up and you just order it and she sends you the whole little pack of floss and it's awesome. So, and they're really well priced. Okay, so that's all my whips. So my plans are, I would like to start Hands Across the Sea, Hands on Design. Oh, she talked in her meet and greet about how she got the name Hands on Design, and it was really, really cool. She was saying, and I'll just try to make it quick, but she had a friend who was a, I guess Kathy had owned a needle workshop in the past. And so before she had that needle workshop, I think it was, she was going to open one with a friend of hers who's a masseuse, so she does massages. And they were thinking they could, you know, have a needle workshop, and if you needed a massage, you could get a massage. And so they were talking about calling it hands-on, just calling the shop that. And I guess her friend then had to back out, like she decided she couldn't do it, but then Kathy still wanted to do it, so she started the shop. And it was just called Hands-On, and then the needlework distributors or whatever just had trouble with like understanding that she was a needlework shop, so she added needlework on the end, so it was Hands-On Needlework. So then when she switched over to just designing, she decided just to keep the same name and do Hands-On Design. So, and I think there was another Hands-On before that, but anyway, it was a cool story. But I wanted to work on Let's Talk Winter. I'm hoping this one won't take me as long as the last one because I really would like it done and up for this winter. But what do you think? Can I get it done? We'll see if that happens. It's so cute. I love all of these. So I have the floss picked, and I'm going to do it on 32 count Lagana. And this is the floss. Here's what I love about these patterns. They don't take much. So it is 347 DMC, 3829, 3865, 3816, and then 502. So those are the flosses. And I'm really starting to focus now on more winter. Like, I am going to still start some Christmas stuff, but I'm also going to start some winter stuff because I'd really like to start working on it now, so I didn't feel so rushed after Christmas, and hopefully I can get some winter things done. But having said that, this is a pattern I started a couple years ago, I think. Maybe it was last year, but I think it was a couple years ago. Stacey Nash Primitives Gathering the Green Sampler, and I just love it. I've seen so many people finish it. So I got the Country Sampler kit for this. So this is 36 count. I want to say it's beige by weeks, but I'm not really sure what it is. Let's see what the called for is. Oh, Confederate Gray. So it's probably Confederate Gray. Yeah. So 36 count Confederate Gray. And then I think it's just all the call for flosses. They just kitted it up. So these are all the week's call for flosses. Really pretty. And I have a teeny tiny start on it, but I'm going to have to rip it out because I realized, I don't know what I was thinking, but look how close I am. And when I measured it, this is the right size. I just needed to move it over a little bit. So since I only have this teeny bit, I'm going to pull this out and just move it over about a ½ inch. So that's not really a start. But I would like to get that fixed and started, possibly. And then, okay, let's see. Well, for Stitching with the Housewives and Fat Quarter Shop does, what do they call it? So Jolly July's in July. This is just Stitching with the House, no. I'm blanking on what it's called. I don't know. Anyway, I'll remember in a minute probably. But for their stitching time for Christmas, they have Christmas stitching. I did get a couple patterns that I haven't printed out yet. The new, so I love the City series she's doing. So this is City Christmas. So I have all of these, and I was going to start it, but then she started coming out with Winter in the City. So I think I'm going to just save this for next year and start that so I can try to get those done. Because I don't think they take that long to stitch. So if I can get this first one done, then hopefully I can stay on track with as she releases them and have it done. Yeah, so that's a plan to work on winter and the Christmas. Christmas in the winter. No, winter in the city. Okay, I'm sitting here looking at the Christmas one. So I think I'll save this for next year. But then I would like to start Jolly Housewives. That's what I used, I think, Jolly Housewives. The Jingle Bell Cafe, which I won from them, so that was exciting. And I love these 2 Santa cookies. They're so cute. So I'd like to start that. No plan to finish it by Christmas, but start it. And then I love this one. I got it a long time ago, the All Jarred Up Frosty. So I want to start that to display for winter. I would like to try to get this one done. So cute. So that's my plans for Jolly Housewives. And then just some other things I'd like to do in December. We'll see. So for my dining room, I put up a big blue and white and silver tree because it's all blue and white in there. I love it so much. And I put my nativity in there, which is a ceramic blue and white nativity that my Aunt Sally gave me when I got married. And I love it so much. So it's all blue and white in there. And she loved blue and white. And she just died this past year. So I miss her. And anyway, so I was thinking about her as I was putting up my nativity set. She was just Christmases. We always spent Christmas Eve with them. They live close to us. I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, and they lived close to us, and we just spent a lot of time with them growing up, but always Christmas Eve. And sometimes it was our house, and sometimes it was at their house, but she always had just these big, gorgeous, like brightly colored trees, which I love. My mom was always way more classic and traditional, but my Aunt Sally always did, like, she'll do a big white tree. I swear one year she had a blue tree. I don't know. I'm probably exaggerating my mind, but as a kid, I just remember loving her big, bright trees. And I was just really close to her. So anyway, and I hadn't seen her in years before she died. So I felt bad because with COVID and everything, it was just hard to get up there and see everybody. So totally went off on a tangent, but, I'm going to try to do all kind of like nativity, more religious stuff in that room with that tree. So I had found this, and this is kind of what gave me the idea. This is by Croquette Agogo. She has 12 Christmas vintage series, like ornaments you could do or stand-ups. So I love this, and I thought I'm going to change the red and green to like a deep blue and a light blue, and hang it on my tree in there. And I think, I ordered the Primrose Cottage Stitches Religious Trio, I think it's called, and I'm going to do those in like a blue color and to sit on my hutch in there, or make little pillows or something. So these are the colors. Okay, so hold on, let me get all the colors besides the blue. Okay, so these are all just the colors I'll keep, you know, there. And then you would add these red in also. Oh, that's right, I wasn't going to keep the green. Okay, so never mind. I might, though, keep him in the green. I might just do her blue. I don't know. We'll see. So, and then these are the blues I was thinking. I also got these aquas, but I think I'm going to stick with this blue because this is really the color of everything in there. So it'll be those. And I might have him still be the green and just do the red edging in the blue. Yeah, I think I'll do that because I like the green with the blue. So that's my plan for that. I don't think that one should take too long. So yeah, and she has a whole bunch of them. I really love all of her stuff. I think I have another Christmas one by her that I'd like to work on as well. Okay, so that would be nice to be done before Christmas, but we'll see. And then, can we save that one from this? Okay. Then I thought these are ones that I could, they're Christmas, but I would work on them all year for next year. So Lori Holt and Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, you know, I'm sure you all know, they started this together, and I've had this forever, ever since Priscilla was working on it. So I would like to start this and just work on it throughout the year. I don't know if I'll use called for colors. I'm sure I'll change it up a little bit. We'll see. Lori Holt, I know, was picking the colors for theirs, but it looks to be pretty similar, so I'll probably just pick what I like. But I love this little bed right here. It has a quilt on it. Isn't that adorable? So cute. It's a really cute pattern. So I'd like to work on that. And then I have another one by Croquette. I'll go girl. I hope I'm saying that right. I've had this for a while. I got this last year and was going to work on it all year, and I never did. So it is the Advent calendar. So I think I'm going to try to do like, I think I figured it out. And if I did two of these little blocks a month, I think, and then this is to have it done by October, and then worked on this in October, and then by the end of October, it would all be done. I think that's what I was thinking. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 3. I'd have to work on 3 a month. But anyhow, I'm going to just start it. I do have the DMC pulled for it. Once again, not on a ring, so I'll get it on a ring and I'll show you another time. But it's just called for. Okay, and then these are not Christmas, but these are snowman-y ones. So this one, Cardinal Kin, I got, and I had planned to work on it in January because we have a lot of cardinals. I mean, it's Christmassy, but it's also wintry to me, so I would keep it up. So I'm going to start it whenever I feel like it, and then, just hopefully I'd love to have it done by the end of January. That's that one. And then this I had kitted up a while ago to stitch with the Primrose Cottage Stitches, Stitch with Mom. Silver Creek Samplers Give Greatly. So, snowman, I love the bunny, so I want to start that and work on it. And I am going to do that on this 36 count raw linen. Oh, this is wood shelt. This is a lot nicer than their normal stuff. Anyway, raw linen with white dot. And here are the called for DMC. And one, I decided I'm going to change the white to of the snowman to White Lightning. I love White Lightning by Weeks. It has a lot of cool gray variegation. Oh yeah, I love snowman stuff. I'm always so excited after Christmas to put up snowman, but I don't have as much as I would like, so that'll be good. And then, now this goes into haul. So Lori Holt also showed this, and then a bunch of other people showed it. They were stitching, and so I got the pattern because I really love the bird. This is the one I was thinking I would stitch on Fridays. Redbird Sampler by Brenda Gervais. I really love the colors. So now I'm trying to decide, am I going to just do DMC, or am I going to get, in fact, I thought I maybe did get the Victorian Clayton, so I got to look and see. But I don't know. It's really pretty though. I like it. So I'd like to start that at some point. And then I have some other Christmassy, snowman-y things here. Let's see. This is You Melt My Heart. These I got from Farm Girl. I've never ordered from her before, but she was the only one where I could find, okay, it was this Noel sampler, and I've been seeing everybody start and finish this, and I just was like, I have to do it. I love it. Every year I look at it, I'm like, oh, I love that. So I couldn't find it anywhere except for at her place that was in stock. So I got it from her. So then, of course, you can't just order one thing. So Annie B's Folk Art, You Melt My Heart. I just love that. I love the fabric it's on. And I have a linen that is by Fiber on a Whim. That's similar to that. So I love that. And then I know we're not doing quilting, but I got this little quilt pattern from her as well. So that was from Farm Girl. And then when I was up at the cross stitch retreat at Hobby House in New York, I saw this sampler on the wall finished, and it's an older Hands Across the Sea sampler, and I just totally fell in love with it. And so they were searching for the pattern, they couldn't find it, and they were so busy. I was like, never mind, I'll just order it later. So I ordered it from them, and oh, this is the one. I was trying to tell Michelle about this last night, but I forgot which sampler it was. So I wanted the Vicki Clayton flosses for it, but on her website, I did not see a kit for that. So I just messaged her on Facebook, or I think it was Instagram, and I said, do you have a floss pack for this? And she was like, no, but I can totally, pull one together for you. And so she did, and she invoiced me, and so now I have the flosses. So this is Hands Across the Sea, Sarah Borton, 1815. And it was hanging, like, they have a big fireplace in Hobby House, and it was hanging above. There was some other samplers, and I don't know why, I just fell in love with it. I love the soft colors. It, of course, looks way better in person, but even in the sampler looks better in person, but even looking at the chart in person, you see this pale, pretty peachy pink and like some pale blues that were in it. So anyway, I really like it. So I got that. And then, of course, that can't come alone. So who was talking about this? I can't remember. Oh, I was watching somebody in Floss Tube, and they were talking about Sarah Ann Fernley, 1826, by Just Stitching Along. And it's a vintage reproduction sampler, but she talks about the zodiac in here, which was very different. So it says, signs of the zodiac: the ram, the bull, the heavenly twins, and something the crab, the lion shines, the virgin and the scales, the scorpion, archer, and sea goat, the man that holds the watering lot, and fish with glittering tails. Sarah Ann Fernley, 1826. So my oldest daughter is really into the zodiac. She loves all that stuff. She just thinks it's funny, but so I thought that was cool. It's different. So I got that. And then I'm always stalking Country Stitches online for their kits that you can't get all the time. So I happen to be on there, and they didn't have any of the kits available, but I got some new patterns there. So this Santa stops here. So I have to have everything. Brenda Gervais, Rudolph and Friends, Red House Sampler. Oh, so this morning on Instagram, Victoria and Clayton posted a conversion into her silks for the Red House Sampler, and I was looking it up online. I'm like, ooh, what's the Red House Sampler? I already have it. So there's the Red House Sampler. So cute. Now I have to get those flosses. And then the Maker and the Mender. I believe these are new from her. Oh, I love that. I love all those birds. So yeah, so that I got from Country Stitches online. And then this was my January month-to-month kit that I got. I just get this every month. Oh, here's the Mrs. Claus Bakery. And there's how they finished it. So you see what I mean about the little balls. But see, so that one was a little looser. But once you have these two pieces finished on sticky board, they're going to be very stiff. And I think once you glue them onto those balls, I think it'll be okay that they were a little bit. You know, I think the one with the twine where it's really loosey-goosey would not work. But I think the pipe cleaners would be okay. And then, oh, I got this piece too. I didn't bring it to show it. I posted on my Instagram, Claus Christmas. So Fat Quarter Shop had, if you ordered 5 of their patterns, Stitching with the Housewives patterns, you got a free bag. So of course I couldn't pass that up. So I got, let's see. So they had that, and Fat Quarter Shop had Little House Needleworks on sale. So I got the rest of the Early American series that I did not have. Okay, so with Stitching with the Housewives, I got this, and I searched all over, and I finally found at a Hobby Lobby, I don't go to very often, found this piece, because it was harder to find this year. This finishing piece with the trees, and like down here on the piece it says Christmas. And so I just have it hanging in the hallway now like this, but then I'll stitch this hopefully for next year, and then I can put it on. And then I never had Wreath Swap 2. I just had the Home, the first one that says Home. So I got those. And Mrs. Claus Bakery up on a pedestal. So cute. And then Queen Bee Bakery. I love these up on a pedestal ones. I've been wearing them for my kitchen. I mean, that looks like a lot of stitching, so don't know when that'll get done, but I like it. All right, that was my home wreath swap already. And then Little House Needleworks, I got Abigail Adams, number 7. Molly Pitcher, number 9. Martha Washington, number 3. And Paul Revere, number 6. And I had all the rest of them, and I plan to finish it like all together as one piece. Just stitch it all together as one piece like Vonna Pfeiffer did, and she gave a free border that you could get from her. So I wanted to stitch them like that. All right, and then I am in, hold on, is there anything else? Oh, I also got, because that sale was a good sale for Little House Needleworks, Season of Love, which I think is so cute, which I'm probably going to stitch here. I mean, that would be good for winter into Valentine's Day, so I like it for that. And then 6 little cardinals, because I love cardinals. Okay, so then I also got my Scattered Seed sampler. I'm in her club. It's she has an Etsy shop, and she has clubs where you get the floss, the pattern, and the linen to stitch these bird designs. So this one is Little Pear Tree Pinky. So cute. And so there's all the stuff you get. And this is like the fabric to finish on the back, I guess. It's by Tammy Black. So those are so cute. And then one of the things I was most excited about. So my last video, you know how I was saying that I'll take, if I don't want to use the call for it or I don't have it, I'll look at this and I'll either pull the DMCs that are called for and then match it to my hand dyes. But then I have to go, like my DMCs are all arranged by color. So then I have to go through, find the DMC, which takes a while, or I don't have it, so I have to go buy it. And then I match it to my other ones. So that's a long time. So somebody had mentioned about getting the floss card, which I had tried to order the live floss DMC card during the pandemic, and I couldn't get it. So I had gotten just the one that wasn't the live floss, and that really is not very helpful. Just a little bit, it lets me know like what kind of color that is, but it's just on paper, so it's not good. So I found and ordered and got the DMC live thread card. So if you like to pick your own colors from your stash, this is great to have, because now I can just open up, like if it's, I don't know, number 210. Okay, what's 210? Right here, so I can see it's this light purple, and then I can go take this to my stash and pull out hand dyes to match, or I just know which color drawer to go to for my DMCs. So I am super, super, super excited about that. Look at that gorgeousness. Oh my gosh. So pretty. It's huge. And I actually ordered this right from DMC. I think I got it for, it was like $32. Because I saw it somewhere else for $39, and so I looked around. And yeah, and it came like in a week, I want to say. It didn't take long. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. All right, and that is all of my haul and all of my, oh wait, no, I lied. One more haul, and this isn't stitching though. I found this blue Santa, and I had to order him online. Isn't he cool? I know Country Sampler had some of these in like green and red, but I'd never seen it in blue, and it popped up on Amazon actually. And so then I searched it and I found it from another place a little bit cheaper. He's got like a velvet coat. So he's going to go in and sit in my blue and white Christmassy room in the dining room. So yeah, love him. But he does come in like greens and reds. I think he's by Raz, R-A-Z. Yeah. Here's what the sticker on the bottom says. So yeah. Yep, but he's cool. Okay, now Advent calendar. I have been waiting to open this. I've been so good. I have not opened it. I mean, I'm so busy during the week. It's usually not a problem. So if you didn't watch my last video, I talked about this. It's from Stitch Co. The Stitch Company. It's online. I think it's stitchco.com or something. Anyway, and last year, Erica Arndt showed this one, and it was a really nice Advent box. And I had gotten a different Advent box that was not really nice. If you watched my videos last year, I probably complained about it too much. But so this one I got this year, and you can have it personalized. So the little ornament says my name on it. So for anybody who has trouble, I know some people have trouble with my name because it's different. It's Carol-Lee. It's like Carol with 2 E's is how you say it. Yeah, so that's how you spell it, Carol-Lee. But yeah, whenever I order at Starbucks, it's always so funny to see what comes out on my cup. I've started saying Carol with 2 E's, and then people usually get it. But one time they spelled it like really Celtic-like. I think they spelled it K-A-R-L-E-I-G-H. And I was like, ooh, I like that a lot. Or maybe it was K-A-R-A-L-E-I-G-H. And I thought, ooh, can I change my name to that? I love that. But anyway, this is my name. And it's so funny. My mom apparently got it from, she used to watch The Doctors. It was a soap opera when she was pregnant with me. And one of the characters on there was named Carol-Lee. So yeah, so that's, and I've only seen a few other people name that. There's a lady who, oh gosh, I'm not going to remember it now because I'm on camera, but she owns a company you probably all know, and her daughters work in it. And, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, her name is Carol-Lee. Oh, I feel so bad. If you're watching, I feel so bad. But yeah, her name is Carol-Lee. Maybe Adorn It. So the lady who's the mom of all the girls who, I guess they all own Adorn It, her name is Carol-Lee. Okay, so let's open this. this way. I love the box it comes in. It's so cool. So today's the 4th, so I'll open the first 4 boxes, and then we'll see if I can wait. I might have to do a video every week so I can open each week's boxes with you. We'll see if I can wait to do that. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's Stitch Supply. Sorry, Stitch Supply Co. online. And they have a lot of quilt and cross-stitch stuff. So there's their info. It says Happy Holidays. What does it say here? Thank you for welcoming Stitch Supply Co. to be part of your holiday season. Each daily gift was thoughtfully selected to spark your creativity, as well as support independent makers in the crafting community. We wish you a wonderful holiday filled with joy. Your friends at Stitch Supply Co. And the box artwork is by Ginger Bear. Okay. So let's see here. Box 1 is right here. So let's slide it out if I can. Hold on, let me turn it this way to do it. Okay. So here's how the box comes. Just a cute little box. I think what I gotta keep this. I can't throw this away, so I don't know what I could use it for. Ooh, okay, so this is a little fine line glue applicator tip, but I think I might have just ordered one of these a while ago, but they are awesome to have. So you can put them on other glue bottles and it makes it come out in a real fine line of glue. So that's cool. Here's number 2. Ooh, these are little labels that say my name. Oh, are they leather? They feel like they're leather. Hold on. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, they're like leather. Faux leather probably, but yeah. That's cute. I'm not sure, like, I guess you could glue them on the back of something. That's really cute. I'm not sure what I'd use that for, but it's neat. Get it back in the little bag. So today I need to finish decorating. I always have this. So I wait till after Thanksgiving. So the day after Black Friday, I pull everything out. But I just have that weekend and then I'm back to school. So I get as much as I can done that weekend. But I always want to change things. And then I'm like, well, I'm not sure what I want for this. And it takes me forever to decorate. So I'm still decorating. So I'm hoping I'm going to watch the Steelers game and hopefully get a lot done today. Okay, here's box 3. It's a long one. Ooh, it feels a little heavier. Oh, a pair of blue scissors. Very pretty. Let me take them out. I can figure out how to. Oh, right out here. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. They match my Santa. My Santa could have a pair of scissors. You can kind of see in the light a little better. Very cool. You can never have too many scissors, and they're nice metal snips. Okay, so then the last one is 4, and it's a big one too. That's fun. It's this big one in the middle. Ooh, it's kind of heavy too. It's the deer. Okay, it's a square. What do you think? Oh, could it be a charm pack maybe? I don't know if it's 5 inches. It looks about 5 inches. Let's see. Nope. Well, I think. No, not quite, but it is fabric. So this cool little holder. So that's what it looks like. Let's see what it says. Mini charm pack. So it says coaster set. Oh, you can make these 4 coasters. That's cute. And then you can put them in there. So it is Ruby Star Society Little Darlings. Oh, I hadn't looked at that yet. So that's cool. And then you get these 2 little fabrics. Very cute. And I guess you can just keep them in this container then. Awesome. Love that. That's so cute. That would be nice to have coasters. I have some, but not very many. Okay. All right. So that's 1 through 4. So See, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll try to come back this weekend and we can open the rest of them. Oh, sorry, I just turned totally red. Hot flashes are still a thing for me. The kids will be like in school, it's usually at the end of the day, and they'll be like, why are your ears turning red? Like, because you're driving me nuts. I'm hot. But I've noticed if I take evening primrose supplement and vitamin E, that does seem to help. But I'm really bad at being consistent about taking that every day, so I need to go take it because I haven't in a couple days. And that helps reduce the hot flashes. But it's been a couple years now, so I'm hoping they're going to go away soon. I've heard people say they last for sometimes forever, which would really stink. But taking that stuff does minimize it quite a bit. And they're not so horrible that I feel like, I'd have to ever take anything stronger. But it is annoying, especially when my ears turn all red. All right, well, that's an hour now, an hour and 37 seconds. So if you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. And I hope you have a lovely week and get to do all the things that you love, whether it's stitching or quilting or taking a walk outside, whatever it is. Have a great week, and I will see you hopefully next week. Bye.